Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your services. How are you all? I hope you're all doing very, very well. Now, as is customary, I'd like to apologise and explain why I've been absent for, I think, only about two days tops, really. But stuff, good stuff, not bad stuff, has happened. And I've been delayed on the unboxing of this mystery movie canvas from, yes, you know him, you love him, Steve 007 Smith sent this to me, pretty much unannounced really, back end of last week, so a few days ago. I've been meaning to open it, but then a situation developed. My wife went down Seabank Road on, I think, Thursday last week. Thursday. It's now Sunday, to give a point of reference. And because we've got a lot of friends who own shops on Seabank Road, and they're all kind of like boutique shops. But the thing about boutique shops that aren't on the mainstream, they either make money or they don't. And when they don't make money, they're gone. So one of our friends' shop was closing down. So Mrs. Kilt-Man went down to just buy whatever. They were just selling everything off. And she came back with an entire load of easels, different sized easels. You can use this in the background for your props, can't you? And I went, yes, I can. So we got those. But right next door to that shop is another shop which isn't closing down. And they sell plants and all sort of bohemian stuff like. And the woman there, Beryl, is a friend of Janet's, my wife Janet, and called her and said, do you know anyone that wants a cat? Yeah, you heard me right, a cat. Because it's my cat, but sadly I've just moved to a smaller place, and because of the business as well, it's too much, and the cat hasn't taken to the new residence. So do you know anyone? So what did Mrs. Kilt-Man do? She sent me a picture of this cat. The cat wasn't there, but obviously Beryl had pictures of said cat and sent it to me. She said, Beryl needs to get rid of this cat. What do you reckon? I thought, what do you mean, what do I reckon? We've just lost Roxy the Wonder Dog, a husky. We are dog people, we are not cat people. So I said, well, oh, it's dead cute, but why do we really need? The thing is, we have said stupidly in the last few months, well, we'll get another dog, yeah. Maybe we'll get a cat as well. A dog and a cat, the two can look after each other. They grow up, a kitten and a pup together, could be great. And I grew up in a house which had dogs and cats at the same time. And I don't recall any fair flying. It was all fun and frolics. But Mrs. Kilt-Man and the rest of the Kilted Clan have never had a cat. And in fact, one of our prime members of the clan, my son, Kilt-Man Jr., really was adamant, no, we're not getting a cat, no, and he got really, really stroppy about it. So that was Thursday. Anyway, we kind of thought about it. Well, but the least we can do is go down and have a look. So we arranged for the very next day, so Friday afternoon I think it was, that me and my daughter Lucy would go down and Beryl would bring the cat into the shop in this little wicker basket and we'd go and see it. So we did. And a gorgeous little piece of fare and fun it is. And she said it was 6 months old. We now know different. It's actually 8 months old, or close to 8 months old. And we looked at this thing. Yeah, it's lovely, but but she brought all its belongings, all its worldly possessions. And do you want to take it now? And we were like, no, we really came down to have a look. We've got to go back to the mansion house to confer with all the servants, find out who's allergic to cats and all that, find out what you do, how you cat-proof a mansion. And so we said, well, we'll have to go back and think about it. But I did say, oh, well, we'll be back either later on tonight when Mrs. Kilt-Man gets home from work, or back tomorrow morning to pick it up. That's what I said. She was all made up, and I said, oh, see you later, to this little puddy tat through its bars of its luxurious wicker basket. And we walked out the shop, and my daughter said straight away, we're not getting that cat. And I went, oh, I've just told her we're going to pick it up. She went, no, we're not cat people, we're dog people. We're going to get a dog. Well, that's not up for question. We are going to get another dog. We are. Preferably a husky, but could be a German shepherd. Either way, Malamute, Canadian Eskimo dog, it's going to look like a wolf. That's the big proviso. It has to look like a wolf. I will not have any other type of canine. So we walked back and I said, great, I've now got to inform this woman that we're not going to pick it up now after all. So we walked halfway home and I went, look, okay, I'm going to part company with you now and I'm going to go to the pub. So I did, and it was still nice and sunny, so we're sitting outside, got the whiskies, in the sunlight, lovely. And I said to one of your mates there, Paul, I said, what just happened? And I went, I guarantee you, she'll have a change of heart, meaning my daughter. And lo and behold, as soon as I said that, phone, doesn't make that noise at all, I don't know why I said that, but message off her, I feel really guilty now, with a meme, a gif of a cat going, sharpening its claws like that. And I went, I knew you'd do this. So I said, well, tell you what, we'll wait till Mum gets home from work and I'll have a big powwow, or a big meow, and we'll discuss it all, thrash it all out. I ended up staying out for a lot longer than anticipated. Hey, quelle surprise there. But as the evening grew into night, more messaging took place, and it transpired that Mrs. Kilt-Man was like, let's get this cat. So we arranged it properly. So Saturday morning, me, Mrs. Kilt-Man and Lucy went down to pick up the cat, and we brought it home, and it's here right now. Now, I tried to do a video introduction to the newest member of the Kilted Clan. I tried yesterday, but this thing, you know, it's an older kitten, but it's still a kitten. And my God, it's a wailing dervish. It's a tsunami of fare and frolics. It's a frenzied, hairy tornado unleashed around every room and corridor and landing and cubby hole at the Kilted Mansion. It loves it here. It's a cat's paradise. So yesterday, it was impossible. And then I thought, well, okay, I'll do it today. I'll do the cat introduction and I'll unbox the canvas in a separate video, but all today. That's the plan. So the cat wore itself out, and then for the first time in what seems like 24 hours, it fell asleep on the top of the settee in the front parlour, right beside a Big Trouble in Little China canvas. She was there, right in front of who? Who stars in it? Yeah, not Kurt Russell. No, not him. Kim Cattrall. Kim Cattrall. And she was lying right in front of Kim Cattrall. I thought, you've got good taste, girl. Good taste in movies. But then she was fast asleep and I couldn't wake her up. And it was too, it felt wrong to wake her up. Although, thinking about it, it would have been ideal to have just picked her up. Or just set the camera up right there. I said, look, this is the newest member of the family. So I didn't do it. Now she's woke up and she's been tear-arsing around the house again. She's actually in the conservatory right now, behind us. Sitting, I'm going to get it. You're going to see it. Don't worry about that. But she's mimicking all the birds outside. She's doing that thing that cats do. She's sitting there and like going at all the birds, and we've got tons of treat. She's here. She just walked in. Wednesday, for 'tis her name. Wednesday, come here, love. Wednesday. Shortened to Wendy. Wendy, come here, love. Come here. Come here. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what Dad's got for you. Come here. Oh, you little bugger. Come on. Oh! Come on, Wednesday. No, I know, yes, I know. Come on, Dad's here. Come on, love. Never work. Just never work. Can't believe it. You'll get to see her. Her name is Wednesday, anyway. Not Wednesday anyway, just Wednesday. And we said, why is she called Wednesday? Was it because she was born on a Wednesday, or could it be because you're a big fan of the Addams Family? Correct on both counts. Correctamundo. Beryl was into the Addams Family and the TV show, the Wednesday TV show and all that. And also, hello. I'll get her in a sec. She's running around here. Also, she was born on a Wednesday. Now, she's a tabby, and a tabby's not a breed, by the way. I know a lot of people are cat people. You know more about cats than I do. The last time I actually had any pussy, the last time I had a cat, I think I would have been about 17 years old. Come here, hon. Come here. It's like Brett chasing Jonesy the cat in the bowels of the Nostromo. Meow! And it just scampers out of reach all the time. So she's called Wednesday, and we all thought, when we obviously knew about this cat's existence and its possible likelihood of coming to us to live, we're going to change that name. No. I like the name Wednesday, not because of its Addams Family connotations, but it's got a touch of the surreal about it, so I kind of like that. But as I say, my daughter's already shortened it to Wendy, so that works. Anyway, she doesn't respond to a friggin' name anyway, so what difference does it make? So, if I go Hun or even Zazzles, that's a reference to Big Bang Theory there. Zazzles, because she's sassy. She has responded better to that than to anything else, which is meant to be her official bloody name. I've just found a Guinness. Cheers, y'all. But yeah, we have tons and tons of birds, tons of wildlife, foxes, badgers, everything is out there, you name it, it's out there. Creatures from the Black Lagoon exist out there. And so she's sitting in the window ledge a lot of the time, mimicking their noises. We have lots of magpies, and magpies cackle. They go like that. They're incessant. And then you get those ones as well. And she's making those noises. Now I know cats do this, and they go, because I've seen it before. I've had cats before. I know what they do. But this thing is actually copying the magpie cackle. She does that. Other little birds make their own little chirpy noises, and then she'll do like a singular. She's copying what they're doing. She's already a superstar. I'm gonna get this thing now. It's a tabby. A tabby's not a breed. A tabby is just a patterning on cats. So many different breeds can produce the tabby pattern. So there you go. We're not too sure what breed she is. I'd like to say that she's a Norwegian forest cat, because I've looked at pictures of Norwegian forest cats at the age of 8 months, and they look just like her. Maybe slightly more bushy around the mane. But nah, she's just a common garden moggy. So I'll try and get her again. Wish me luck. If she darts out of this room, you have to make do with my audio description of her. Oh, you here? Come here, love. Come here. Come here, hon. Now, I bet some of you probably saw her leaping around behind me. Here we go, folks. Here is Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Look, can you see yourself there? Can you see your big ugly dad as well? Hey, you all right, love? Yes, my hands are covered in cuts and scars. It looks like I've been trying to slash my wrists because, oh, well, you've seen her. She may be 10, who knows? I've got all the little nicks and scratches and punctures and bite marks for only play. But play, oh God. She slept, I say slept, on our bed last night. She was with my daughter. My daughter said, it's going to be my cat, I'll look after it and do that. And she will do a hell of a lot, obviously. But I'll make sure she does. But she was on my daughter's bed throughout a lot of the later part of the evening, early part of the late night. And then once we came upstairs to bed, me and Mrs. Kilt-Man, the cat ran to our bed, leapt on ours, and any movements of your feet, you know where I'm going with this, any slight movement under the duvet, which obviously curtailed any fun and games we might have had in mind, she pounced, and those fucking claws went straight through the duvet. I'm like, ah! And I sleep in the old buffety buff, so got to be careful. If she could have speared a very special vein. But she got me Achilles heel, my Achilles tendon this morning. I thought, my God, if she rips, it's going to come through the duvet. I'll be arterial spray everywhere. That didn't happen. A little tiny puncture wound there, which is one of them itchy ones. And like, you get these little punctures and bites, which they do get itchy. And you're, oh God, like that. But it goes with the turf. But she is great good fun. Now, many people around here know exactly the depression I went through after losing Roxy. And like everyone's, oh, I know it's too soon, don't really want to ask you. She's just scuttled out. Don't really want to ask you, but are you going to get another dog? And I was like, how do you replace your best mate? You don't. But after a good few weeks, I kind of realised I'm not depressed. You guys probably realise as well, my health was slipping really badly, and all part and parcel, I think. And I don't mind admitting it. I lost my best friend. It's as simple as that. And it was me that brought the final curtain down on her. It's me that made that call for the death drug to be administered, and I'll never ever forgive myself for that. But it is what it is. You can't replace her. But I thought, everyone's going, you need a dog in your life. You need a fairy companion. You need it. So that's why I finally gave in and said, yeah, okay, we'll get another dog, but it's got to be, it won't replace Roxy. And the idea was it wouldn't be the typical black and white and grey and sort of caramel coloured combination of the usual Siberian Husky. We'll get an all black one or an all white one, or as my daughter wants, a chocolate brown one, and which you can get. So I said, yeah, well, we'll do that then, we'll do that. So no one was looking for this cat. This cat just suddenly appeared. And even though there was some wavering after we first encountered it, and then my daughter went, no, we want the cat, let's get the cat. And then we were all, even my son, who was dead set against it, yeah, the minute he met it, his heart went like that, straight away. You could tell. He tried not to admit it, tried to be a harsh exterior. We don't need this running around the house. It's not coming in my room. Looking, first place it went was his room. Caused rampage. But he's been playing with it, and you can tell. He's smitten. How could you not be? She's gorgeous. And she's just fun. And she's brought life into a house that was, well, I'll be honest, it was like a ghost town. It was, without Roxy, it was empty. Now you've got another bit of, just energy bustling around the place, which you've got to look after. And it repays with affection. When she's lying on you and she's putting them claws in, like, don't you fucking move, I'm staying here for a while. With them ultra retractable claws. They're like Wolverine's bloody blades, aren't they? And she's pairing almost on an industrial scale. It's really like a helicopter, and like your heart just melts again. Like, oh, it's hurting right now, but yeah, I still love you, and you're doing all this. You're like Blofeld, forming some nefarious world domination scheme while stroking your pussy, So she's not been done yet. What is it? Spayed. They call them spayed, don't they? A dog gets neutered, a cat gets spayed. Is that right? No, a male gets neutered, a female gets spayed. Something like that. So she's got to get done very soon, because she can't go out because she'll get preggers. We can't be having that. So well and good having we got a lovely little a kilty kitty running around the house. Next thing, you've got about 30 of the buggers running around the house. We don't need that. Or do we? Could be cute, could it? No, I'm not doing it. But she is tremendous. I had a wobble yesterday morning, I'll be honest. Here, right where we are right now, we hadn't even gone to pick the cat up at that stage. But I just suddenly found myself overwhelmed by not a new addition, but the loss of Roxy. Walloped me all over again, out the blue, and I got a bit upset. And that's always going to happen, always. Because I think it felt like a bit of a betrayal to her. Like, if Roxy, who is here, well, her ashes are here in her shrine, and luckily this thing hasn't molested anything at all to do with it. All Roxy's toys are out, and she's got loads of her own toys, which she does love and play with. A couple of tennis balls for Roxy, she plays with those, but the rest of her stuff, she hasn't touched at all. I wanted to see if she would, and she's just not interested, which is a good thing. So, but I had this wobble, and I felt like I was betraying my best friend. What would she think about this? Bringing a cat into her house. I don't know. But Roxy's always here, always with me. That's never going to change. But it's a new chapter, and likewise, I think instead of just getting a new dog and that chapter beginning, this is our family all over, especially me. you suddenly you leap in, and it's an even bigger, well, challenge if you want to call it that, an even bigger hurdle to get over, bigger obstacle. But not making life easy for ourselves. We'll have a cat and we'll have a dog. I'm not sure when the dog is going to turn up. It could be a few months off, but that is definitely on the cards. Cheers, y'all. I know a lot of you out there are cat lovers. I know many dog people, but I know a lot of cat people as well. A lot of creative people are cat people, composers, writers, actors, and sculptors. Actually, I made that a little bit up. I don't know any sculptors, but they've got cats, and I know a lot of the people who are like this who own cats. And cats seem to hone and tone, the creative angle within them, help them focus perhaps. Focus, you can't fucking focus. This thing hurtling around, you can't focus on a damn thing, and it's wherever you go, it's there. Pardon my French, but I was sitting on the carsy having my ablutions. This was last night, and the cat came running up the stairs, and next thing, it's sitting on my lap. It climbed up my back, my chest, got on my shoulder, got on the cistern behind me, and everybody, including all the servants, came running up the stairs in the bathroom doorway. Oh, isn't it cute? I said, excuse me, do you mind? I'm having a shit. If you don't mind, please can you fuck off? And you, fuck off, go on. And here's the other weird thing as well. Regular viewers know that we have the spook in this house. Yeah, I've talked about its antics and the phenomena many, many times. And you all know that magical occult time of 3:34 every single morning. I wake up, there's phenomena, there's things taking place. Sometimes there isn't, but I still wake up at that time. And here's the really weird thing, which I've always said, I've told you many times about this. I could wake up and lie there, kind of, in that reverie, you just woken up, there's sounds going on, there's something. But you lie there for what seems like a few minutes. And then I always look at, we got a digital radio clock alarm on one of the shelves on the other side, on Mrs. Kilt-Man's side. So I sit up and I look round. Now I could have been awake for a few minutes, but it'll say 3:34. Or I could wake up straight away, like with a jolt, because there's something going on. And I'll turn around, look at the clock, 3:34. Every time, it's 3:34. Even if you've waited for a few minutes, when you look at it, and before you say, has your clock stopped at 3:34? No. So weird, but last night, slept through. So this morning, woke up, cat was still there. She took over most of the bed, like a baby does. And Mrs. Kilt-Man was like performing a right angle. Most of her body was actually on the pillows, and her legs were like hanging down across me. And I was hanging on by my arse scrogs on the edge of the bed. And this cat had just consumed all the rest of the space. And you've seen how tiny she is. But when they sprawl out and all that, like. And I thought, hang on a second. Did you wake up at 3:34? No. To the cat, did you wake up at 3:34? Meow. Did I wake up at 3:34? No. Slept all the way through. A minor miracle in itself, because I don't sleep very well at all. But so maybe it's a therapy cat. I don't know. Of course, I'm playing Giorgio Moroder's score to Cat People, the 1982 remake of the original Falloon Jacques Turner movie, which I've reviewed big time on the channel. That's wonderful, of course. But I'm going to move on to Cat's Eye, the main theme of Cat's Eye. Well, not the main theme. This is the final. That's a credits roll. Back in the 80s, you always got like a pop song, didn't you, at the end of the movie? And of course, the cat in that, called General, races across America, the cities, whilst other Stephen King stories take place to find Drew Barrymore menaced by that little troll in a skirting board. And General, the cat, fights it and wins, and saves the day. And if Roxy was the thing, I do love this song actually. It's so 80s, but big hair, and it's so posturing and, pouty lipped and all that. But Roxy was the thing. Jed, the dog, one of several dogs that played the thing. the start of John Carpenter's The Thing, but he was the main one, and he's in oh god, Call of the Wild and White Fang and all that. He's in many movies. He's gone, of course, now. But Roxy was The Thing. Well, I was thinking about Wednesday. Well, what are you going to be? Well, obviously you could be Jonesy from Alien. You know, you could be that. You could be Blofeld's cat. You could be that one from Pet Sematary, another Stephen King thing. Church. You don't want that, do you? You could be Garfield. No, never going to be that fat. But I thought General. Now I can't quite remember how General looks. He's a tabby thing. He's got the stripes on him. This is great, isn't it? Oh, you're back! Come on, jump up, jump up. Come on, hon, jump up. Come on. Oh, little shit. She was almost there. She knows. But she's going to be this sort of thing. When I'll be doing videos, things will start moving behind me, and then you'll see this tail, like the dorsal fin of Bruce the Shark in the background, whisking itself around, causing bedlam and mayhem behind me. Or not, because this thing has not been destructive at all. Masks everywhere, we have naked wires everywhere. We were thinking about, oh my god, obviously, you know, cat-proof the house. So trying to hide wires and cables, tie them all together and box them all off. In the end, just sod it, let's see what happens. She hasn't bothered a single thing. She's been in every room. She's leapt across huge chasms. We have chasms in this house. It's, you know, a subsidence nightmare. It's right here, right now. Yeah, forget the camera. Wednesday. Hello. Who's that? Way, look at you. Look at you. And goodbye. She's gone again. Whoa. So, ooh, that's gone awfully bright. What happened there? Let me just hit that. Well, that's gone awfully bright, but we're gonna finish off. I've hit some kind of sharpness on the brightness angle here. I don't know why I've done that. That still looks refreshingly dark though, doesn't it? So anyway, I'll cut this short now because I look like I'm about to go supernova. Oh, that's better. That's worked, hasn't it? I thought I was done about. She's leapt around all the shelves, all the cupboards, the bar in the front parlour. Everything, every surface we have here is covered with Mrs. Kilt-Man's knickknacks, knickers, and all my figures and masks are all out on display. There's all sorts of, you know, weaponry and things. There's loads of things, and this cat's leapt everywhere. There's no surface she's not padded along and hasn't knocked a single thing. She's the stealthiest commando ever. Cats always are, you know, perfect. Hasn't dislodged anything at all. So, and she's exhibited no signs of destruction. She hasn't gone for any wires, she hasn't gone for the skirting board, hasn't gone for any of the wallpaper, hasn't attacked the plants. But she grew up with a woman that owned a shop that sold plants, a big botanist, so she's massively used to plants. So I think so far we're okay. You could put it down to the fact that this place is like literally it's wonderland for a cat. It's great enough for a dog because the size of the place, and of course the gardens and all that. But she can't go out to explore that as yet. And I don't know. She definitely, there's a vein of adventure running through her, which you can tell by the way she's in the window ledge and she's watching. Even when we leave the house, Mrs. Kilt-Man and doesn't knock anything over. Well, thanks for that. She's just knocked the fairy liquid over. Lying out of me straight away. Mrs. Kilt-Man and my daughter went shopping. We send the servants to church on a Sunday morning. You know, gotta keep them out of mischief. Just learn about godlike ways, you know, so you can understand what Kilt-Man really is preaching. It's knocking everything over now. What the hell are you doing? Don't jump up there. Can you see movement behind? Cat on a hot grill roof. She's there. Don't jump on Rambo. Can you see her? So that's the food she has. Oh gosh, I'll show her that. I like that it's called Land and Sea Collection. Like surf and turf, you know. Oh, hello. She's right behind us. Don't knock anything over. You made a right fat, hairy liar out of me now. God. But as I say, she hasn't knocked anything over, and she's no destructibility at all. So far, Roxy in her first few weeks here, first few days, took all the skirting boards off and tore all the wallpaper, tore down the curtains as well. She did everything. I think because she's almost 8 months old, maybe everyone, Catherine's are going like, you idiot, Kilt-Man. You know, cats never change their spots like leopards. I know, love, I know. I'm thinking that maybe that phase has kind of sort of ebbed away now, but we'll find out, won't we, in the long term. What are you doing? Oh God. Lots of fun, as you can see. But I thought I'd let you know about the newest member. This doesn't alter anything. I'm still a wolf man. Dogs, wolves, huskies, that's my bag. But now I've broadened my repertoire to bring in cats. So here's to all the pussy out there. May they be loved and stroked and adored forevermore. And Nat, if you're watching, I'm going to try and sneak her in. You'll get to see her. You will. Right, folks. There you go. I'd love to suddenly jump up now for the big finale and, like, you know, meow a ta-ra to you. See where she's gone. Probably back out here, ogling the birds. Indeed she is. But I'll be back in a couple of hours time to unbox that. Should I tell you, I know people like to play this game as well. So this video is going to be linked into the next one now, but Steve 007 Smith likes to give me clues as to what the mystery movie canvas is. And I literally 97% of the time I get it, even the most obscure clues, because we think on the same wavelength. You've seen the videos, you know how I do it. I use detective wear, sleuthing abilities, and maybe some uncanny, supernatural insight. I tend to get it right, and even the ones I don't get right, I invariably have mentioned the one it actually is in a run of other potential suspects. But lately, if you can call them clues, they are so fucking abstract and so generalised, none more so than this, right? This is what he said to me about whatever that film is. And I've got a big list of potentials, and I've narrowed it down to two because of one word he uses. I don't want to give nothing away because I'm going to be fucking wrong anyway. This time I definitely think I'm stabbing in the dark. Hang on. Even though they didn't know it, this film would change the future of cinema. Okay, that was the first clue. Even though they didn't know it, this film would change the future of cinema. Jesus Christ. That could be any fucking... From the 1920s, 30s, 40s, but every decade, every year has a film that comes out where it just comes out, but some innovation in it, some directorial style, some acting talent, some special effects, some visual effects. Something about it is, well, a trendsetter. Here's the next clue. If it was... That's my writing and I can't read it. If it was released today, it would still cut it in today's cinematic landscape. if it was released today, it would still cut it in today's cinematic landscape. Even though they didn't know it, this film would change the future of cinema. If it was released today, it would still cut it in today's cinematic landscape. There is a certain word and a phrase in there which is the only thing I can anchor onto. The only thing. And I could be massively wrong. So we'll save that for later. You guys can have a little think now. But I've got a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 19, 20 was a fabulous year. Of potentials that fit the bill for that, certainly. But that really could be anything, could it not? So I've hit some of the big ones, some of the obvious ones, but a lot of ones which you might think of I've not mentioned because he's already sent me canvases for them. So, you know, like Jaws, there's a canvas for it right behind you there. So I wouldn't have thought it'd be Jaws, but it doesn't rule it out. He has sent multiple canvases for certain movies, so it has happened before. But we shall see. Wouldn't it be great if it was cat people? Either the original 1941 version, 42, or the portrayed a remake, or Pet Sematary. But I don't know. Would that fit could fit the bill? I don't know. That would be too uncanny, wouldn't it? That would be the fates conspiring together. And Steve 7 Smith is a cat person as well, aren't you, Steve? Cheers, my good friend. Cheers, everybody. And cheers to all the cats out there. You cool cats. Right, for now I'm going to sign off. Wednesday. You're going to say ta-ra? Should we try one last time? Let's try. Hello, look. Come on. Oh, you little boy. Why you normally jump into my arms? Come on. I haven't got any treats for you yet. But let's do you this way around. Here she is, folks. Hello. Face the camera. Watch her rip my eyeballs out now. Oh! And she's off. And there you go. Right, folks. I have been always have a Kilt-Man, or should it be Kitty Kilt-Man? So please, in the meantime, this ever like. Look after your fairy friends in between time. Please keep it Kilted, and I'm going to see you all. Red horse. Let's slay a picture of this. And if she does grow into a Norwegian forest cat, you could walk that, and no dog's going to come near. They'd be like, fuck that. Right, she's prowling around just over there. You can probably see her moving around and all that. I'm out of here, folks. I'll see you very shortly. So on a bit.